Hey guys, welcome to Chicle Chat. It's your boy Chicle. And I could take a quick break from the Broadway review videos just to make this video. I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys lately. How am I seeing Hamilton for a cheap price? How did I know that King Kong had a special? And how am I seeing other shows? How am I doing that without spending hundreds of dollars? Especially for one ticket. Well, there are many ways how you can get cheap and discounted tickets. You could go online to TATix, HipTix. You could also go to the tickets booth, which is right over there. And there's many ways on how you can do that. However, those sites and the tickets booth and stuff generally have tickets for shows around $80 to over $100, which is actually not that bad comparing to the regular price of an orchestra seat. But at the same time, it's I would rather spend $50 or less. So that's what I did. I think so far I've never spent between $50 to $100 on a single seat. I think I spent $49.50. So how did I do this? So there are three specific methods that I personally use, and majority of Broadway shows offer these methods. It just depends on which show you're seeing and just a little bit of research. And these are actually the last minute or day of methods that you can do in order to ensure yourself you get a seat to see that performance of your choice. So I'm gonna tell you guys what those three methods are. The first method is the lottery.
A popular and exciting way to get discount tickets is the lottery. You can enter your name in a raffle organized by a selected theater or a third-party website, or the show's website. I use Broadway Direct and Lucky Seats. I'll leave the links for those sites down in the description. Winning names are picked at random, and for those who win the lottery will receive tickets for that performance. The cost is around $25 to $50 and are mostly likely seated at the orchestra section. Wicked is so far the only show on Broadway that does the in-person lottery. I explained how I got tickets from doing this lottery in a Wicked review video, which I will leave a link down for the video in the description. Every other show does the lottery online since everything seems easier online. Log in and enter the lottery for the show of your choosing. Make sure you follow instructions online while entering. Oh, and also make sure you leave early and bring your photo ID. If you don't win a lottery, you can always enter again. You will be notified if you won or not by email, so make sure you use a legitimate email address.
You can also enter the lottery for Hamilton, which seats are $10. And note to self that this lottery is going to be very difficult to win, considering that over hundreds and thousands of people enter per day, and they only hand out 46 tickets. So the odds of you winning a $10 lottery ticket for Hamilton is going to be tough. But if you want to give it a try, download the Hamilton app on the App Store. The second method is the General Rush.
General Rush tickets are sold on a first-come, first-served basis when the box office opens. Make sure you leave super early so you hope to be the first in line. People normally line up around 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., so be sure to be there early if possible. Box offices at theaters open around 10 a.m. every day, and on Sundays at 12 p.m. It's best to bring a couple things with you while you wait in line for a long time. The things I usually bring are a beach or camping chair, a word search book, some snacks, water, a battery pack, and a jacket in case it gets cold. Oh, and don't forget your photo ID just in case. There is also a student rush for students at New York City public schools and programs, and they work the same way as General Rush, but cheaper. Make sure to look up shows online that offer that specific rush.
And last but not least, the standing room only method.
Out of the three methods, this is the cheapest way to see a Broadway show. It's often only the very top sold out Broadway shows that offers the service as a way for people with very little money to see a performance. The average price for a standing ticket is around $25 to $45. Not all theaters offer this method, however. You have to wait a couple hours outside at the theater in a line before the show. The standing room only ticket holders are lined up against a short partition at the back of the orchestra and are allowed to view the show from there. You have to commit to stand there during the entire performance. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you can move up to an unused orchestra seat during the intermission. just ask an usher if it's okay. If not, stand back in your spot. The following shows offer the standing room method: The Book of Mormon, Dear Evan Hansen, Phantom of the Opera, Chicago, Come From Away, Kinky Boots, Network, To Kill a Mockingbird, and Waitress. Did you know that you can get a $40 standing room ticket to see Hamilton? If you want to know how to get those tickets, I talked about it in a previous video. I'll leave it down in the link in the description so you know more details about that standing room.
But note that disclaimer that depending on the show, you don't know how many tickets are going to be left. So even if you're doing the first come first serve method, there may be no more tickets for that date. That's all I got for you guys today. If you guys have any more questions, or maybe there's some things I forgot to mention, let me know down in the comments below. I'm not an expert at this. I've only been in New York for like 8 months now, but I'd be happy to help out you guys on, seeing shows on Broadway. All right, and then stay tuned for next week where we are going to be doing a Broadway review video on the Cher show, and a couple days after that, we're going to be doing the other Josh Cohen, which is off Broadway. So make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe to Chicle Productions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.